Hello, welcome to my channel. My name's Elizabeth, and this is Embracing the Chaos. I had to recall some energy there, something come through. So, you know the rules of tarot, right? You don't need me to explain it. Well, apparently I didn't need to explain it, because somebody out there don't quite understand that not every reading is about you. Not every reading is for you. It's a general reading on YouTube, okay? That was for a cross watcher, y'all. Somebody that's trying to get up in a business, trying to receive some information. I don't know what they think they're going to receive, but... Okay, so here's what I was getting during meditation. Someone's about to be making some kind of travel. And I feel like you could be meeting someone while in your travels. It may not be like a romantic partnership, but it could be like a business partnership. You could be going on a business trip, something like that. Now, here's the thing that struck me odd. So about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, I woke up from a dream, and in that dream, there was a large sum of abundance, a large sum of wealth, a large sum of money, okay, that showed up in that reading. And the person in that reading was like just really ecstatic. They were really, I mean, they were in tears, like, because it was like all the weight of the world, things that they had signed a contract or were in contract with, they could actually pay off. And it was like a major weight was lifted off of them. The reason why that's strange is because that reading seems, or that dream seems to be tied into this here reading. We have the Emperor. This is a boss. This is a business owner. This is someone that's in control of their empire. And they're able to reign and control things from their throne. They don't have to get up and go bark orders. They know everything that's going on in their empire, right? This person, this is a person, okay? Male or female, it does not matter. It's an energy, an emperor energy. So someone that is in full control of themselves. Seems to be separating from something here. Separating from some kind of karmic cycle. So they could have been in like in a karmic relationship, because I do have the Hierophant that sits right next to that. Okay. So what I understand is that it's part of, like, there's some future thinking. Future thinking here. There's some plans being made. And here's the ships coming in. So I feel like your ships are coming in. You're going to be meeting this person. Now, like I said, it does not have to be a romantic partnership. This could simply be a financial situation. Someone that you can build with. That's going to allow justice to play out in your life. Let's get a little bit more. Tell us about this Emperor. What do we need to know about this Emperor? Three of Pentacles. This is someone that already has built. This is someone you can collaborate with. This is someone that has a solid foundation, which is solid business. Someone that you can ask questions and is not going to be upset that you ask questions. This is the type of energy that the only stupid question is the one you don't ask. Right? It's like when there's like a conversation. I feel like with this Two of Pentacles, there's some kind of conversation. Like two minds come together is what I'm getting. It's two minds. Two minds come together. Right? And this person is being led. Like someone's being led here to go in this direction, to take this leap, to open up and to take a chance here. Within, you know, but their heart space is leading them. That means the divine is leading them in this space. So they could see you. They could learn something. Whatever they learn, so they could research a little bit. They could do a little research on you, possibly. Next time I'm getting a lot of do schoolwork. He ain't gonna like that much, y'all. He don't like getting up and go to work. Or go to schoolwork, you know. Or whatever. Got to get him an education. Knight of Pentacles. It's a solid offer. But I feel like if you're traveling and you stumble upon this person, I don't feel like you know them, obviously. You meet them in some way. Maybe during a business venture. I mean, this isn't, it can't unsee this. It keeps coming out. This is an opportunity where your ships come in. This is like something that you planted the seed for at some point here. This person sees that you've been done wrong. You've been left out in the cold. You've been hung out to dry. And it's like they come up with some kind of plan here that they want to work with you. It keeps coming out. Tell me about this Hierophant. Eight of Swords. They're bound and held by some kind of belief system here. It's about some kind of belief system. They want to learn from you because there's something that you say. So this is a definitely. So this is definitely a wealthy individual or someone that has status, someone that understands, you know, business, whatnot. And it's like they get some of your story from someone else. It's like someone says something about you to them in passing, in conversation. You're not even involved in the conversation. They say something to this individual, and their perception of you, something's, it's almost like whoever, I don't know. So they're talking to someone that knows you, obviously. There's communication going between the two. So this new person, this emperor, asks about you in some way. And this person that knows you says something. Is it a setup? It's like not a setup in a bad way. It's a setup like for you to meet this person on purpose. Because I feel like whoever you're working for or whatever you're working is trying to set you up for the rest of your life in a good way. Because they're bringing me back to the finances again. I'm starting to heat up, so definitely this is a channel message at this point. They're like, they want to learn from you. Like, because they seem to have been held by some kind of belief system, and they're wanting to move away from that belief system. This belief system has caused them damage to their company, to themselves, possibly. they want to change their luck here. Maybe this person sees that you've been down on your luck and is wanting to change that, and they can offer you a job. The moon, you have no clue. This is definitely a work situation. So we have the mother moon, we have the feminine energy here that's showing up to help work this out so that you're clear when this happens, when this person comes in, King of Wands. So tell me some more about the Hierophant. So this person is, their belief system. So they were betrayed by the karmic, by their past relationship. They were betrayed by it. And for some reason, I don't know how the conversation gets to you, though. That's just, they're not really telling me much on that. Somehow, the conversation comes up, and it's about you and the growth that you've endured in your life, in the way things have gone, right? The choices, there's a choice here. And this choice is you chose, so you made the choice. Okay, I get it. So the person that they're talking to about you is someone that knows your story. And so they tell a little bit of your story to this individual. And when this person sees you for the first time, they're like, well, the profile that they had in their head, the image that they had of you in their head was not matching the story. Not that the story was incorrect. I don't feel like the story was incorrect. Maybe a few details, but not something that couldn't be lined out. But what I'm getting is, when they see you, when they first see you, they're like really in shock that you're smiling, you're happy, you're go-lucky, you don't seem to be held back by anything. Your intelligence. So the person that they're asking questions to, the person that knows you, seems to know that you've been blocked from actually being successful, and you've overcome those blockages within the self, stemming from betrayals and in the way that you self-sabotage yourself, right? And this person is definitely going through something here. And so I feel like you could be just working with them on that. I mean, maybe it's a long-distance friendship. But that isn't Page of Cups. There's definitely some kind of light-hearted communication that transpires, yeah. You could be kind of like distant, you know, like when this person speaks to you, I feel like you could be a little. Did I not turn it on? Okay. I thought I didn't have my microphone on. I did that once before already this morning. Wouldn't be the first time. So I feel like there's some kind of communication that you pause before you say anything, and it kind of puts this, it doesn't create fears or anything for this person, but they're kind of like trying to get in your mind. They're trying to understand what it is you might be thinking. They're wanting clarity, yeah, on how you heal. They're needing a guiding light so that they can get their business back up and going, because they are fully aware that whatever they're going through is taking a hard hit on the company, because the pain that they're feeling, or the separation, right, from the one that they were married to, possibly, with that Hierophant. They could have been married to somebody, or it could have just been a high-level commitment. But their company seems to be taking a hit, and they know that. They know that about themselves, but yet they don't have the information that you have that could help heal the heart space, so that they can move into a place where their company isn't failing again. This person is fully aware that their passion is tied to their finances. They're fully aware of that. If you're not passionate about what you do, you're not going to put the time, energy, and effort into it to make it grow. And I feel like this person is just going through something, and they're wanting you to teach them. They're wanting you to teach them. Yeah, this communication is definitely, it's like the Seven of Wands, you're gonna be thinking about it in a minute. You're gonna be like, I feel like you're doing like a check there, an energy check, soul check into that situation. Like, what are your true intentions? So you may be a little bit resistant at first. But you're going to see that there's a judgment call. So there's some kind of higher calling here that's at stake. And I feel like that's what you're going to see. You're going to be able to see that for yourself. And it's going to benefit you. Yeah, in taking that leap. Just seeing the King of Cups and the King of Wands again. So careful. It doesn't start out romantic. I don't see romantic. Shit. We have the Eight of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, with the Five of Swords. Yeah. What stands between the Eight of Cups? The feelings of rejection and the internal struggle. The ability to work through that. Their work is failing. Things within their life. This rejection wound, it needs to be worked out. Because all it's doing is causing conflict within them. Two of Wands. Let's talk about that Two of Wands. What is the Two of Wands? You could go back and forth with this at first. You could be like on the fence about it. Is what I'm getting with that Two of Wands. But I feel like it's when you sit on that fence, not looking down, but looking at a higher standpoint, at a higher point of view, you're able to actually see something here. Let me give these a good shuffle. One more. Okay, I'm hearing two more. Not bad. So I'm going to give it one more. And then we should be good to go, beloveds. Tell us about those Two of Wands. It's giving, because the cards almost slipped out of my hand, all of them, that if you don't see this as an opportunity, when the opportunity is presented to you, that it may slip right through. It may slip right on by. So I feel like that's the reason why we're having this reading, is so that you're fully aware. This person sees you as an empress. Fully empowered. Fully in control of yourself. Carrying the weight of everything. Carrying the weight of your own empire on you. But yet you're still happy. Yeah, you're going to discover something is a wish come true. A dream of yours. What is this? It's giving like the Five of Pentacles, something that passed you by. You felt like it passed you by. So you understand that there's something grand, that there's something in the past. I feel like in your past you have a realization that you understand that something was supposed to be good in your life. Right? And you feel like you missed an opportunity. Which that happens. Did y'all see that go by? you feel like you missed an opportunity for whatever reason. So you could be experiencing some kind of heartache yourself. Something that was supposed to be emotionally fulfilling in your life. You could have recently went through this last month or so. Because there's a realization when it comes to the Ace of Cups that's being offered, it resembles the same. I'm getting like, because you're looking at the Ace of Cups, and it's not full of holes, but there's definitely some pain within that. So you didn't believe, back to what I was saying, you don't believe that there's actually, so you feel like, I kind of feel like you feel like you've had plenty of opportunities. Maybe you've had opportunities in the past and you missed out on them, or something happened and those opportunities passed you by, right? Well, there's something being illuminated when it comes to that. And that, I feel like it's because of the heart space. It's like this, you're going to teach this person how to elevate themselves in the space that they're in, what they're going through. And even, I'm getting for some like that, not even if you're going on this could be like a spiritual travel versus actually going somewhere. But for someone's going somewhere. Mother God's showing up to help carry the weight of something here, so that you'll accept this opportunity. You'll see it for what it is. That, I feel like that's what you're needing to see, because we have the sun. That's the masculine energy. We've already had the feminine energy showing up. So masculine, feminine energy, both showing up in the heart space. There's something within the heart that we lost sight of. We felt like we missed out. We were never going to have it. But there's a recognition here. There's some stuck energy that needs to be balanced in order for this opportunity to come your way. That's why we're having this reading. So you haven't, like I said, you have yet to meet this person. But you will be, if we're able to clear out the heart space. Now, I did a reading yesterday where that did a time travel back to a time when, a year or so ago, about being connected to someone and retrieving part of the self in that situation. And I feel like this is not a continuation of that. This is just another part. This is about your self-love. Is your cup full? Do you feel empowered by your cup? Do you feel like you can show up for and end the connection? You know? Is your heart truly in what it is you're trying to manifest? Are you trying to manifest something from the right place within oneself? Because it's in that heart space is where it's going to be victorious. You're going to have accomplishments. You're going to be able to accomplish things. But there's a rejection wound. It looked like from a mother figure here that keeps coming in, that keeps popping up. And I feel like you're stepping into a place where you're actually going to start loving and nurturing yourself, whereas your parent, your mother, didn't do that for you. This is about being able to do that for yourself. Because in order to have a solid foundation, you can't be the victim. You have to bring that into balance. You have to. Because if you don't have a solid foundation within yourself, then you obviously can't build a solid foundation with another. And that's the reason why the Ace of Cups is showing up. There's a sudden shift, a sudden change. There's something here that you're realizing, and it's going to change things drastically for you. This is going to allow you to start a new chapter with whatever communication that comes in, because you're going to feel empowered. You're going to see where you actually belong, is what I'm getting. Your place. There's a Three of Wands with the Hierophant. So you already have a little bit of an idea when it comes to this. When it comes to the plan, you're sticking to some kind of plan here. So, whatever future plans you had, well, that's about to change, because looks like you have manifested some kind of commitment, something here that you could commit yourself to, something that's a wish of yours. You have the Magician, you have the Nine of Cups, you have the Ace of Cups, you have the King of Cups, you have the Hierophant. So it's changing that belief system about being worthy enough for it. Your abundance is coming in. That's the reason why I had that dream. Your abundance is going to show up. Everything you ever dreamed of. It's going to bring you to tears. Your ships are coming in. Like I said, everything, all your hard work is going to pay off. Right now, I feel like you just need to recall your energy. Pull back your energy. And that's what we've been doing. We've been healing certain things. We've been diving into certain things so that we can understand ourselves better. So that we can move away from the things that trouble our mind. So that we can accept this offer when it's offered. Because we know our truth. We stand firm within who we are as an individual. Let's see what else we need to know. If there's anything else. Let's see how this will look. Is there any kind of sign that the collective will know when this opportunity is about to be presented? Is there any kind of sign? A star. A star is going to show up. Believing in yourself. You are the star of the show. But a star is going to show up. You're going to see a star. Maybe in your travels too, right beforehand. But it's definitely a star of some sort. Tell me about that. That's what it is. Queen of Swords. That's exactly what it is. You've dreamed about this. And I'm just speaking it up. I'm just bringing it to your awareness that this dream took place. You've been facing your North Star. You've been going in this direction. Be careful not to cut it loose too quick. Because I feel like, when somebody of status approaches, it's a solid offer. Like, seriously, it's a solid offer. I feel like the energy comes up like when this person offers up or extends some kind of invite or wants to just communicate with you, you kind of reserve yourself. You kind of pull your energy back. You don't engage with it because that's a value issue. That's a confidence issue. Feeling like you shouldn't, like they're superior to you. They're not superior to you. No, babes. They are not. Just because they have more material assets, spiritually, you're up there. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. The spiritual realm, because the feminine, if you resonate as a feminine female, the feminine controls the spiritual side. The masculine controls the material world. And so you're the masculine and the feminine energies within you in the heart space have actually come back together, right? They're feeling abundant. There's emotional fulfillment. There's communication between the two, and everything's feeling good, right? So, you have been mastering yourself in the spiritual realm, have you not? I can say that I have. Spiritually been really focused on spiritual aspects. Well, this person that you're meeting is the emperor of the material world, which is common, right? Well, these two energies are coming together. Now, like I said, it does not have to be a romantic relationship. I feel like it does start out as a partnership of some sort. But it's these two masters. This master manifester, which is the feminine, and the master that can follow through and create those manifestations, right, are coming together. Six of Pentacles. Oh. It's being offered to you. You're just going to have to get away from the mental mind. Don't allow yourself to get clouded by what's being offered, because it's actually going to allow a lot of growth to take place. And it's being made known under the moon. The moon energy is showing up to show this to you. The feminine energy is showing up, showing out, and is bringing this to you so that you're aware when this happens. So the moon energy has watched you. The moon energy understands you. The moon energy is showing up for you because it's time that you reap the rewards for everything that you've endured in this lifetime. You may not believe it, but trust me, it's happening. This is happening. This is happening. Your ships are coming in. You planted the seed. This was something that was in the making for a really long time. So they're showing me you've been in these like cycles. You've been in and out of these relationships. And you probably manifested something about 5 years ago, I'd say. And you did it under the moon energy, okay? The moon was there. The moon saw it. The moon energy, the feminine, the dark feminine energy saw this manifestation. You got rid of it, you let it go. So the universe tries, on the way manifestation works, the universe will try to appease that if you're like now. Greedy, right? So you've learned that you've gone through some this is difficult. So you've gone through some difficult relationships in the last 5 years. I'd say 2. Okay, very difficult relationships. And they were both karmics. They were both there to teach you something. And you take that in, and you're accepting of it. You don't want anything bad to follow on them, right? This is showing up because the last one showed you just how far you've come. The first one helped you through your process to learn things about yourself. They showed you things so that you could learn to step and walk a certain path, right? In a certain way, to show up in a certain way within your relationships. The last one, you showed up in that relationship, but it was just meant to teach you what you already know, to show you what you already know. There was an attachment style there. There was some kind of I feel like you've healed in an attachment style within that connection as well. Okay? So the universe has been trying to deliver quick supplements. Okay? Well, the last person was actually supposed to be a very significant connection. I feel like that connection was there was a lot of synchronicities that made it really intense between the two of you, which karmic relationships do that. Okay? They do that. There has to be certain things that really pull you in. Otherwise, you'd probably just walk away from those connections, right? So that connection really pulled you in. But just as quick as it came in, it went out. For whatever reason, that's fine. What it was, I feel like, was to show you your attachment style. So you had anxious attachment style, hurry, 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 fix. And then you wanted to fix this person every time they got in their panties in a bunch, which that's not your job. That's their job, okay? And then when things got too heavy, you would leave. Okay. That is all anxious. Every bit of that's anxiousness. Okay, the anxiousness to get things going because you're worried something's going to come and sweep it off your table. Well, we do that because we're worried that, like, tomorrow it might not be there. Well, I feel like you've stepped into a place now where if tomorrow comes and that's not there, then it wasn't meant to be anyway. So we're allowing the masculine energy to show up for us. Okay, so in the relationship, while in the relationship, you're constantly trying to fix everything. Well, you can't fix something that's broken within someone else if they're not fixing that within themselves. No matter how much information you give to them, you cannot heal that within them. They have to do the work. So you learned that healing is not linear. Okay, everybody's at their own pace, and not everybody's meant to be with you. You truly believe that you were meant to be with this person. You did. But you soon realized that no, quite the opposite. You were not. But this person did teach you a lot within that connection. And one of the things that you took away from that connection was the fact that when things got tough, you ran. But why did you run? If you're in the right connection with the right person, they're not going to push you to the point where you're going to feel the need to exit stage left. So I feel like they taught you that there was the ability to sit down and talk about things, to work things out. You can't force the issue, no matter what you want. You can't force someone to see things your way. They're going to see things the way they want to see things. There ain't a damn thing you can do about it. We have the Eight of Wands, the King of Cups, with the Lover's card. I wanted to say choice. Somebody wants to communicate, is coming from a good place within them about the choice, making some kind of choice here. The Fool. I feel like this person's just going to really shift the energy within you. The masculine shifting the energy within you so that this can be something that you see and obtain and bring in. So if you find yourself struggling with this, just check in with yourself. You need to realize that it's a fear-based from some kind of devil energy that does not want you, that wants you distracted, that wants you to bring your vibration down, that wants to cause a tower with what's coming your way by creating confusion, because this person's also confident. They're fully aware that some high-level commitment is about to come in that's going to stand up for you, that's going to protect you, and there ain't a damn thing they can do about it, and it's abundant. There, I said it. There, I said it. I've been trying to get that message out all day, y'all. It was kind of toxic. It was kind of... because of the energy that was coming in. And I was not feeding into that. I'm not giving into that. So, for who that resonates for, I congratulate you. Things are really fixing to look up in your world. And that is awesome. That is stinking awesome. So if you haven't already, hit that like button. And if you aren't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. And until we meet again, toodaloo.